Is there some connection I'm missing here? Very well, then. That offense. What is the source of your new information about this case for 23 years ago? There, Rafa, Amara, badge. Next up. Take that! A photograph? Not just any photograph. Look closely at it. Yes. Do you recall the drama musician who died in that fire 23 years ago? How could anyone forget such a painful chapter in our history? The poor fellow was caught up in the blaze that was meant for Queen Amara. He was one of the innocent bystanders who were caught. We never knew his identity, though, as his belongings were burned to ashes. All except this one. Well, about that. The truth is, he was my biological father. Whoa! Shocker to the... What? Queen Garen's surprised, too. Why, of course, with his photo and her benevolence. Yes, exactly. We might be able to prove Turkey is completely innocent. And that would free her from the infamy of having criminal blood in her veins. Because her hearing crying... Flashback. Huh? We can witness the final memories of the dead. That's right. You're up, Queen Rafa. Princess Rafa. What utter nonsense! How can this be? I don't believe it. He's got insane. Peace. Peace, I say. There was no evidence left in the wake of that blaze. That's what you think. But Durkee went to the end of the earth to bring this little souvenir back for us. He did? Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, and boy, is it a piece of evidence, the best piece of evidence ever. He knew that with it, he'd finally be able to conclusively sell the matter here in court. The best piece of evidence so far. And save his children. Your Majesty, the defense requests that we hold a divination seance for this new victim. Objection! That's irrelevant! What a waste of time. The events of 23 years past have already been deliberated at length. Objection! You're wrong! But wasn't Durkee on the trial for that incident as well today? So we wouldn't be doing our jobs if we failed to look into this new lead, would we? Aha! He's right. Very well. As the proceeding judge, I will now share my thoughts on the matter. All right, Judge. Your Majesty, what is it? The attempted assassination of Queen Amara is a case we can ill afford to leave open. And I believe that the final memories of the victim will prove to be very important. Therefore, it is the opinion of this court that we should conduct another divination seance. Gah. Why you? Your benevolence? That's your cue. If you knew the full name of the victim seen in this photo, you'd be able to perform a divination seance, right? Yes, of course. Leave it to me. But they didn't know Apollo's biological father's name, did they? Thank you, or did we? Therefore, my father's full name is... Think about it. Full name. Jove Justice. If that's accurate... Alright. Leave the rest to Queen Princess Rafa. Now, Your Benevolence, please commence the divination seance when you are ready. Yes, Your Majesty.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Once more. burning, heat, crying, pull, pain. Drops the baby. Metallic sound was lighter, reaching out last moments. Vision cuts to black. And that's all. The spirit of the victim has granted us a window into his final moments. It would appear the divination seance is a success. So those are my father's final moments. That baby we saw must have been you, Apollo. No doubt about it. I will now decipher the experience of the deceased. Are you ready, Hornhead? I'm ready. Yes, please proceed. Very well. Here are my interpretations of the facts that's gleaned from the seance vision. Insight. Rafa's insight. Someone attempted to assassinate Queen Amara by setting her residence ablaze. Hornhead's father happened to stop by and was knocked out by the assassin. Durkate's fingerprints were discovered on the letters found at the scene of the crime. Durkate's fingerprints. That is how he was determined to be the assassin. Hornhead's father tried to save his son, but sadly he perished in the attempt. That is everything the deceased experienced in his final moments. My father's final memories. They're right here for everyone to see, but can any of them unlock the truth behind what happened 23 years ago? If anyone can, it's us, Apollo. Now, begin the cross-examination. Now what do we have to press for? Third statement. Sight, hand, and mirror. A little later. Sight. Closely. Crying 3. Pain. Is that? I can't tell. Hand? No, the hand's not in the mirror yet. Wait. There's the lighter. There's the top right. So we're nearing the top right. Wait. I think I saw something that looked like a hand. The third statement. A scene of the crime. Hand. And then it moves. Okay. Closely. I think it's a... Let's backtrack a bit. Pain. What appears... It's still a bit blurry, but... I think it looks like a hand. Metallic sound. Let's go into the selection. It looks like a hand, but I'm not... Image is still a bit on the blurry side. Oh, it's all or nothing. Hand in mirror, top right. Objection! Objection! Durkate's fingerprints were discovered on the lighter that was found found the crime scene, so it was told. However, look closely at this photo. The hand holding the lighter in the seance vision appeared to be gloved. Ah, so we don't know if it was his hand or not. It might have been his glove, but not his fingerprint. Ah, I believe you are right. Yeah. What could this mean? It calls into question whether the hand in the vision really was Durkhe's. If only we could make out the details a little bit better. But it's blurry. Very well. I will attempt to focus a bit more on what the deceased saw. Perhaps that will help refine the seance vision. Insight revised. That's a bit clear. There we go. That's a bit better. Does seem that there was a glove on that hand. There we go. This. Still, what significance could that have? It means that Durkhe's fingerprints got on the letter at some other time. Maybe he was lighting a cigarette for him. Somebody could have even put them there after the fire. Objection! That's irrelevant! All you have done is pure speculation, but the fact remains that they are his fingerprints. Therefore, it stands to reason that Durkee was the one who used the lighter. Objection! You're wrong! It just means I have to prove that the figure in the vision is someone else, using the information in my father's final moments. Either way, it seems I must revise my insights. Insight revised. Third statement. Fourth. If someone had put his fingerprint on the letter after the fact, then we know not to whom it belongs. His father tried to say something. The fourth vision revised. Okay, she's updated her insights. Now to point out inconsistencies. I'm to go over them and see if there are any new inconsistencies to be found. Look closely. Fourth statement, fourth frame. Someone had... Look closely at it. Wristband in the mirror. Place scene a little... Aha! Wait. There we go. I think that's it. Wristband. Crystal. We know it's a hand, but... Well, let's play a little bit more and see. Yeah. The fourth statement, fourth frame. There, wristband. Sight. Let's go to the hand. Pointing, hope it's pointed at the, no, not to whom it belongs. The wristband looks so familiar. Wait! Objection! Objection. Hope I'm right. Wait, then this means that the real culprit is... You don't suppose... The figure in this vision is clearly not Durkee. He never had a wristband, did he? Tomb crime. The distinctive banner on their wrists gives their true identity away. That design. It can't be. She recognized it too. This will prove just whose hand was captured in the seance vision. No, that's corpse photo. Tomb crime. Take that! That photo, so you do believe the culprit to be... I'm sorry, Queen Rafa. This is Rafa. Justice Minister had cuffs with the exact same pattern on them. You're referring to the cuffs of justice, correct? Yes. I heard they were a traditional part of the Qurani's Justice Minister's attire. Well, but what does this tell us? Simple. It tells us that the figure in the vision is none other than Qurani's late Minister of Justice. Inga Kahul Qur'an. No. Not my father! Mm-mm. So he plotted the assassination of the former queen as well as the current one? Justice Minister Inga? So then Durke's innocence on both charges? Not yet. Fine trying to have been right all along. Hold it! Who said that? Nayuda. Nayuda? What you proved is not possible, Apollo. What you proposed is not possible, Apollo. For back then, Inga Kahul Qur'an was not the Minister of Justice. What? The Justice Minister 23 years ago was, in fact, flashback, Queen Garn. You, Queen Garn? What? Well, that makes sense in a way. What? All right. She served as a minister just before ceding the throne. I guess she also prosecuted the assassination attempt 23 years ago as one. So then the figure in this vision is actually Queen Garn. Your Eminence, it's you, isn't it? What if it is? This is madness! Why would Her Eminence do such a thing? Because she would ascend to the throne. Higher up in command. She wanted to usurp the throne from her sister Amara? That's right. That's why she tried to assassinate her. It's madness indeed. Peace. Peace, I say. I find this all very hard to swallow. Something wrong with my shoulder blade. Must be from all the gaming I've done. Let's swallow. Your Eminence, are you the one who was responsible for tearing my family apart? What if she is? And was it you who killed my father? So you who broke up the Durke and Nayuda's, the family of Nayuda and Rafa, and killed Joe of Justice? Well, Your Eminence, I'm asking you a question. Care to explain yourself? Such insolence, you fool! Yet she still remains silent. Ah, her right. She's actually using her right to remain silent. They refuse to testify. Peasants. Always carrying on about things of no import. I don't like where this is going. You do not deny it then? You concealed the truth and used me for your own designs? What if she did? Oh, Nayuda, spare me your feeble-minded line of questioning. Even if Durke was clear of all charges, he's already dead. It shall still be I who decides Rafa's fate. No. You do wish for her to be queen someday, do you not? Damn her. Remember, the child lives only by my good graces. Now, kneel before me and fulfill your end of the bargain by offering me your head. Nayuda. Your Eminence, Nayuda's answer. I am done heeding your commands. About damn time. Even as you used my sister against me, Not anymore. I still believed you. I believed that protecting your secrets was in the best interest of this kingdom. Now he realizes the error is right. But you have been deceiving me all the while. Naida finally comes to his senses. Naida, you dare defy me? Santa, that's right, he defies you and more. Your Eminence, I can turn the other cheek no more. Therefore, I hereby retract my confession to the murder of Justice Mesdringa. Retract, you say? How did it even work? I don't believe it. Please, I say. Durkee, the final piece of evidence you left behind, has released Naida from his suffering, and now he's finally free. Or is he? Yes, indeed. She's at the strap. And all this time, not once did I reflect on my own conduct, for I had believed all was my fate. Lost in my own sense of resignation, I was unable to wake from my despair. The nightmare is over. But you, Apollo, have saved him. You have awakened me with your own demonstration of our father's creed. Huh? He's tossing him something. Isn't that symbol?
A dragon.
Dragon never yields. That's right, Naida. I will carry on Durkee's legacy and fulfill his dream. Hear me, Garan. I will cast you down from your bloody throne. Long live the revolution! Alright, Naida! I joined the Divine Giant! That's probably happy about this. Maybe. Instant fool! Not even you prattle on about revolution? That's right. Breaks her nails again. Would you look at that? Well, Apollo, it seems we're finally making some headway down the road that Durkee carved out for us. Yeah. Now, if we could just prove Garen's guilt, we could continue on down that road toward the revolution Durkee dreamed of. Peace, I say! Your Eminence! You have been accused of the crime committed 23 years ago. Would you like to say anything in your defense? Indeed she would. Not so fast, Your Majesty. For the cuffs could have been stolen and used without my knowledge. So you see, they can hardly be considered proof of anything. Really. Why, I believe you're right. Yeah, okay. But we know she's guilty, but we just have to prove it. Hehehe. Well, Lord, is there any other evidence you would have me refute? Yes. Unfortunately, this photo was the last piece of evidence Durkee left for me, so that's a no. So as far as evidence goes, I've got nothing else regarding that case from the past. However, now that prosecutor said my head to retract his confession, we'll have to redeliberate the current case from scratch. Yes, the defense speaks the truth. Even though it is clear who the guilty party is, so now it agrees with Apollo. Queen Garan, the defense accuses you of the murder of Justice Mesdringa, Inga Kahul Kurain. Grr. But do you have any evidence, defense? As a matter of fact, evidence that will prove Garan was the killer? Aha, yes we do. There is still one more avenue for us to explore, Mr. Justice. There is? Yeah, the tomb. Ministering his final memories. Of course! Another divination that's right, his divination seance. And then the minister's killer posed as Durkee. Therefore, one must ask, how did the killer dispose of the disguise? Think about it. Hey, you're right! Of course he's right. A lot of blood would have splattered onto the killer. Therefore, so the blood-soaked clothes would have had to have been dealt with somehow. If they're still around somewhere, then... Objection! That's irrelevant! I was wondering what absurd idea you would connect next. Clothing can be disposed of most anywhere. I doubt you could find them now. Objection! That's where you're wrong. You're not objecting. Then you don't know us very well, do you, Queen Garan? Your benevolence? Yes, Naida? On the day of your father's murder, you have been watching the courtyard from 2 p.m. Now, during that time, you saw Queen Garan, did you not? Yes, I did. I saw Mother entering the palace from the courtyard. But I was told not to mention it because it had nothing to do with my father's murder. Or so she thought. So she was told. Rafa! You would not dare! Oh, she dares, and then some. Whenever the queen headed into the palace, did she have Durka's clothing in her possession? As a matter of fact, no. No, she didn't. Ah. So, maybe she disposed them somewhere in the courtyard. Objection! That's ludicrous! The police did a thorough sweep of the area following the crime, but they did not find anything resembling Durka's clothes. But you knew that already, didn't you, prosecutor? Yes, you did. Yes, I admit no clothing was found, at least on his end. Heh. So you admit that you were merely speculating, chasing phantoms and illusions of evidence that never existed. This makes no sense. Clothing doesn't just disappear like that. Not unless it's burnt unless it's burnt. If Garan wasn't carrying any clothes, she must have gotten rid of them somewhere. Somewhere where she thought they'd never be found. Where they never be found, huh? The tomb. The sarcophagus. I believe Durka's clothes were hidden here. Take that! The tomb? You believe the clothing was hidden in the tomb? There? Yes. It's the only place it can be. Very well. Where in the tomb do you believe the clothes were hidden? Sarcophagus? It's obvious. Take that! Again! Of course. That makes perfect sense. The clothes weren't to be hidden. They were returned to where they belonged. Arrgh. Gotcha again, Queen Garan, and by that, you mean onto the dead body. Yes, the killer would have had to get Durka's clothes from somewhere. In the sarcophagus, luckily, they were right there. Yes, of course. At the time of the minister murder, Durka's body was already in the sarcophagus. To charge up my 2DS nutshell, battery's been dwindling. In about an hour. Yeah, now. Body was already in the sarcophagus. The killer could have simply borrowed his clothes. Right. Before ministering into the tomb, the killer put on Durka's clothes. Turn my head. Put on Durka's clothes. And then hid behind the curtain. Hid behind the curtain above the sarcophagus. And after the minister was killed, Durka's clothes were returned to his body. Objection! You fool! So what? This is still all speculation. Ah, you're wrong. We know not whether these clothes were actually used in the murder. Therefore, you cannot prove that they are somehow connected to this case. Apollo? Objection! That's right! You're wrong! Ah. That's where you're wrong. But I believe you already knew that. These clothes were definitely used during the minister's murder because of this. Take that! The bloodstains on Durka's chest are no doubt of being shot by the minister. However, that doesn't explain everything. There's also some blood splattered a splatter extending from his left elbow to his abdomen area. Your point? I believe this blood splatter came from Inga. Yeah. Take that! If the killer wore these clothes during the murder, then the blood splatter must have come from Minister Inga. Huh? I had thought it was all Durkays, but that makes sense. Only one way to be sure, though. Let's go through those stains. Let's get those stains analyzed right away. Emma Sky? Indeed, this may be the conclusive evidence we need to prove the Queen's guilt. Objection! That's irrelevant! You can't prove it with I who hid those clothes. They could very well be hidden by a third party. But could they really? I don't think so. I'd say the possibility someone other than God hiding the clothes is... Second option. Does not exist. No, it's just not possible. Your Eminence, I recall you saying the following. Going back into her words. Flashback. Other guards. The key to Amar's sarcophagus is under the protection of the royal family. My husband and I are the only ones who could open it. So that's right. Therefore, it would be impossible for some knave to open it. Queen gone and Minister missing. He's right, isn't he? That was your own testimony, word for word. Why, you insolent? Admit it. Only you could have hidden Durkay's clothes other than after they were used in the murder. And that means you're the one who killed Justice Mr. Inga. Grr. Insignificant worm. You dare accuse me, the ruler crying? Do not think for one moment that such impudence will be a tall objection! Again! It's over. I'm afraid such arguments are invalid here in the Sacred Hall, Your Eminence. Because every monarch, even monarchs, aren't above the law. No one is above the law. Whether they're a ruler or a criminal, anyone. Yeah. It's the end of the line for you, Queen Gone. You might as well have time to come down from that lofty throne and face justice. Well, back into a corner. What to do? And so, sometime later, and response is, uh-oh. I don't like the look of that laugh. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Might be bad. Well, me, face justice. Surely you just. She's not. She's really pushed into a corner here, but she's gonna go in fangs and claws. You are in no position to force my hand, lawyer. Uh-oh. Brace yourself, Apollo. Surely you haven't forgotten about the Defense Capability Act. Uh-oh. That's right. Those who would support criminals will deem justice guilty. In short, should I be convicted of murdering my husband? The same goes for Naira and Rafa. Your dear brother who delivered false testimony in my defense. Your faces shall be also found guilty. Crap! What? Damn it! That can't be. Can it? Actually, it is. Justice administering judge, by delivering false testimony in the court of protecting a guilty party, he's an accomplice. He would certainly be judged by this court as having supported a criminal. Yep, so he's an accomplice to the crime as well. And the Defense Capability Act would most definitely come into play. But that law is so broad that anyone could be convicted under it. Your point, Apollo, it doesn't matter. He's still an accomplice. When it comes to the DC Act, even I am conflicted. And yet, as it currently stands, It is the law of the land. Until further notice. As you said earlier, no one's above the law, Paul. Ah, reap what you sow. Of all the absurd things I've seen, this law really takes the cake. I know, right, Phoenix? Now what? What can we even do about this at this point? You need not look so forlorn. Durkee has been cleared of all charges, however, so let us leave all thoughts of the Rika and revelation in the past where it belongs. Can't let her go walking free. She wants us to just let her off scot-free. That ain't happening. But if we do, and yet, Naida, I don't see any other choice. Naida's gonna suffer the same fate. What do we do? Satara! Naida. We cannot yield to her, Apollo. If it will move the revolution forward, I will gladly face the DC Act. Now do it! Accuse Queen Garnet of the crime she has committed. Naida, are you sure about that? That means you'll be... Such insolence, you fool! What you speak of is not revolution. Our kingdom will not function without its sovereign, and Rafa cannot ascend to the throne, for she is as yet incapable of channeling spirits at the time. Such is to wish destruction upon our fair kingdom, you terrorists! Damn it! Terrorist, me? If you would still insist on accusing me, then as ruling sovereign of Quran, I proclaim the following. Oh boy, another ludicrous rule. Writes in with her fingernail, in red ink. All who imperil the crown, no matter the reason, shall be subject to immediate execution upon the Queen's orders. That is bullcrap! You can't do that! I just did. You still not comprehend? Then let me be clear. For the sake of this kingdom's future, and then according to the laws of Quran, I command you be put to death at once. Damn it! Oh no. No. Huh. No, Phoenix, Apollo. Crap. What the? It's the bad end. Did I screw up somewhere? No. Ha ha. Isn't this going a bit far? All for a trial and an accusation of crime? Seriously? Why is the Royal Guard? They're under her orders. They're on standby in case of an attack by foolish, optimistic terrorists. She had a fail-safe planned. No wonder. Now, if you would continue to oppose me, the very embodiment of the law, then under my regal authority, you shall all be put to death. And the signature laugh. Nice. Ha 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 ha. Objection! You're wrong! Come on! This is insane for you! I know, right? Talk about a sore loser. Objection! You cannot possibly get away with something like this. Actually, she can. She's the queen, and what she says is law. This is a court of law. You can't just order our execution without due process. Yeah, hold it right there. Phoenix, now look, Apollo. Truth and due process are certainly important, but so is your life. So think before you speak again. Yeah, we're in a deadly situation here. If we say the wrong thing, we all die. But think about it, Apollo. Just think. This is insane. Please, Apollo, do not make this any worse than it already is. But if I submit and let her go scot-free, we get a game over. But if I do continue to press on with the trial, we all forfeit our lives. Man, talk about a conundrum. I cannot lose you to the Twilight Realm, too. Whoops, 40 minutes.